So we knew the weather was coming in. Unfortunately, 3 people have been killed and 21 others injured after a Golden Arrow bus overturned on Jakes Gerwel Drive near Athlone in Cape Town. Several roads are closed due to the rains and flash floods across large parts of the Western Cape. The province is currently experiencing an intense cold front, bringing with it gale force winds. SABC's news reporter Corbin August has more.
We are crossing to you now live from the scene where a bus overturned here on Jakes Gerwel Drive between Klipfontein Road and Turfel Road in Athlone. Initial reports suggest that there are a few fatalities and quite a number of injuries that have arisen out of this incident. We do know that the Western Cape and Cape Town has been experiencing adverse weather conditions over the past few days with an intense cold front which has made landfall, bringing with it heavy downpours, heavy rainfall and also gale force winds. Of course, there were various incidents that have been reported in and around the mother city, such as road closures which have been caused by fallen trees or flooding of informal settlements, a number of incidents also in other areas across the road. So we are now live at the scene where the bus has overturned. So far, what we understand, what the information that has come through indicates that there are a few casualties, perhaps 3, and more than a dozen injuries. But joining us now to talk to us a bit more about the state of what the situation is like currently in the mother city, we are talking to Principal Inspector Kevin Jacobs from the Cape Town Traffic Services. Kevin, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us. Kevin, let's just start with what are things looking like today on the roads?
So, around the city we have many reports of flooding, trees that are uprooted, drains that are blocked. And so our officers are focusing on our major routes, ensuring that our motorists arrive home safely, remembering that it is a long weekend, so people are coming home. And so we are trying our best to make sure that on our freeways and our major routes that it is free-flowing. Unfortunately, because of the weather, accidents occur, and we've got a little bit of a reprieve now. The rain has stopped momentarily, and so we can take stock of what's going on.
Okay. And Kevin, just with regards to the incident that we are standing at now, just what information do you have at this stage?
At this stage, very little. All we know is that a Golden Arrow bus is overturned. We know that there are fatalities. South African Police Service will investigate. The accident response unit is on the scene, and they will then take their preliminary findings and draft the investigation. So we leave it over to them. They are the experts in that regard. That's all I can say in that regard.
Okay, indeed. And then just some of the roads that have been affected and some of the road closures. Can you maybe take us through a few where there are major disruptions?
So Philip Gosana, as you're going into the CBD, the old Gerwel Drive was closed because of trees that were uprooted. We've just heard that Chapman's Peak has been closed in both directions. And there are roads in Gordons Bay, as there are in just about every suburb. Townships are affected with flooding. So we're trying our best with our city partners, roads and stormwater, to clear the blocked drains, to move the trees out of the road and open up again so that our people can move around.
And were there any other major incidents that you know that have been reported so far?
No other major incidents really. The odd crash here and there. This is probably our biggest one and our most unfortunate one at the end of the long weekend.
Kevin Jacobs, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. And that was Kevin Jacobs, the Principal Inspector at the Cape Town Traffic Services, just giving us a bit more info on the current situation in the city and talking to us about some of those road closures, saying that the city is still conducting assessments and recovery operations will also continue throughout the course of today and tomorrow. And we will keep you updated on the story. So far, we have received information from Golden Arrow stating that there are 3 fatalities, and Golden Arrow, the bus company who operates the bus, also says that there are various injuries and the injured have been taken to various hospitals across the metro. And with that, it's back to you in studio.
All right, thank you, Corbin August.